and the truth, the pains and the gains, holding your leaders accountable for their actions and inactions on People's Parliament. Join millions of our people worldwide live tonight on BVI Channel 1 as we bring you People's Parliament, where we sit face to face with our leaders in different capacity, asking them probing questions for their actions and inactions. Time 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. tonight. Call our mobile or WhatsApp on 0810454533 or call our Skype BVI Channel 1 to ask your leaders questions and be the judge. If they fail to answer you on People's Parliament, they are not your leaders.
Yeah, my esteemed viewers, I welcome you all once again on this program, live interactive section on BVI Channel 1, People's Parliament. Here we bring on our guests, ask the person important question that affects our people directly or indirectly, both in Nigeria and in the global politics and day-to-day activities. Today, I have, as usual, my friend Chinyere Ezog from America. We have been on this like a series. If you've been following this program, he had been a frequent guest on this platform, talking about the devil he saw and how he oppressed in Nigeria. Today, we're looking into the jihad that is upon Nigeria and where it is coming from. And I'll advise and admonish you, because this one is going to be a very short one. We're not going to be taking any calls, but on a subsequent video live program like this one, we'll have him back again. We'll be able to take calls. But right now, we want to get the entire information about what he's talking about, this conspiracy about the jihad that is going on in Nigeria currently. How is it going to affect our people? And ultimately, what we're trying to bring out to our people is, how does it affect our people, the Igbo people, the Biafra people in general, living in Nigeria or anywhere around the world? So I make welcome my guest, my friend and brother, Chinyere Ezog, to this program. Hello, my brother. You're welcome to today's program.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother. It's lovely day. The viewers are thankful to you and I bring the love of Christ to you. Like always, my name is Chinyere Ezog.
All right.
I'm the writer. Okay. And the messenger of the message to the Kaka regarding the Eagles of
All right. All right. Thank you for that introduction. Those of you listening, this is our guest, and we'll be going straight to the point because we have very little time to run this live program. Now, you told us the other time that you've seen the devil, and the devil has relocated permanently in Nigeria, and you've explained that. And for those of you who have not, gotten a hold of that program, you can go back on our YouTube channel. You will see that program live there. Now, you said that there is a jihad coming upon Nigeria. How does it affect our people, and where is it coming from?
Yeah, thank you very much. The question is very much clear. And let me just chip in one thing, please. The what I want to chip in is that, this edition is arising out of the question that was asked in the last two editions. And that question that I said that the devil is not omnipresent. And there was this question, like if the devil is not omnipresent, then how does it connect with the worldwide activity? And I told him that he goes through the human agents. And I mentioned the Catholic Pontiff, that is the Rome, the Vatican as the office of the devil, and I mentioned the Buckingham Palace as the throne of Satan, and I mentioned New York, America, as the political and political and financial capital of the devil. And I said Nigeria is the headquarters, just like with New York too. We have been going from Nigeria to America and all that. So then now asked me, how does this human agent do it? And I have explained in the last edition how the Vatican does it, how the devil uses the Vatican with the Arab countries, how they have aligned against Nigeria. All of them, all the whole Arab nations, including Saudi Arabia. That is why they are building a refinery in Nigeria today, because I have always said it in the past that Nigeria is the largest oil producing nation and not Saudi Arabia. When I blew that lead off, they now decided, Saudi Arabia said they are rebasing the economy, they are diverting from oil and all that. That was why I have a lot of illegal bunkering and millions of ships coming into Nigeria to steal our oil in those days, because Nigeria is not only producing their own quota, they are equally producing the front cover that claim that Saudi Arabia is the largest producer of oil, which was a lie. Nigeria was until Bakassi Peninsula was taken from Nigeria. So today, without wasting your time, I will go finish about the Pope. I will now go to the American angle of it to see how this particular jihad was ordered. That is exactly what we are going to face today. And it's a very, very serious matter because this jihad is already on. It's already on. So it's not a matter that we should play with. I'm sorry, I read some of the comments of the viewers and others. I will try to go straight to the point. I have to give honor to the Lord Jesus Christ because if not for him, we would have not been massacred by now. Because Jesus is God. That is why I said, that was the person who said it, that Biafra restoration will be the last miracle on this earth that will prove that Jesus Christ is God. So that is where we are. So let me not digress and just waste your time. I will go straight to the point. You know, when you go to the First Thessalonians, you go to chapter 5, 1 to 6, you say, but of the time and the season, brethren, you have no need that arrive unto thee. For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief. Therefore, as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape it. And that is exactly where we are now. The chief brethren are not in darkness, that day should come over you as a thief. You are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not in the night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. That prophecy is for the people of time. That is where we are today. It's coming as a thief in the night, and we're already in it. So arising from that, there was a very serious I don't know how to put it. Somebody came and debunked the allegation I made in the last conversation. It's a very serious issue. Somebody debunked it. That allegation I made, how the killings in South Africa and all that. So look at what the person went to Igbo Area TV. And this was, I got it on the YouTube on May 2, a day after that broadcast with you. And it's a very serious issue because we are dealing with the brightest, the most supersonic of the devil's brightest of the brightest of the brightest of the brightest, most intelligent negative forces. Biafra restoration is a midnight journey. That is why I say God have changed the cloud by day and the pillar of light by night, because that is what gives the children of Israel light, and that is what I'm representing. So this is a time people should ask God for discernment. Now look at the effort this person went to refute what we discussed, and I want this thing to be at the background in the mind of everybody, so that we will now go into the main issue. I will go into the main issue direct.
I don't think that will be necessary. I think we should just go straight to the point and let us not join issues with anyone on this platform. Please go straight to what we have, because we have no time.
Okay. For the benefit of the listeners, I will only say one thing. When you go to YouTube, just type Igbo man explains the cause of xenophobic attack and what Igbo should do. Just go and type it, you will get it. So let me not bore you with that. He said what I was saying was a lie. That is what he said. Then, in an interview, Balarabe Musa, he was the former governor, granted, that was published on Vanguard July 22, 2018. That was the governor of Old Kaduna State. The man said, he based his mind on the state of the nation. Question: how do you see the spate of killings in Nigeria? This was his response. He said the latest killing in Sokoto proved that it is a nationwide problem. It is not a regional problem. Neither is it the product of Boko Haram insurgency or herdsmen or ethnic religious based cleansing. Every reasonable person should know that we have aspects of insecurity in every part of Nigeria. The killing is done in such a sophisticated manner that you cannot trace it to an agreed community or group of people. It is well planned, articulated, and executed. And that is exactly what is happening today. So now we are going to see how the jihad was ordered and who actually ordered the jihad. That is the focus of this conversation that I'm going to have with you. There were a lot of things I would have actually said before this, but I have to cut it short. The jihad was authored by two former American presidents, President Obama and President Bill Clinton, and the Democratic parties of the top hierarchy of the Democratic parties of America. I am going to give you the evidence, all the whole evidences I'm going to give you, and that's what we are dealing with now. Also, as of today, that jihad is on. I came to America in 2016. That was on 23rd of December, 2016. I can just 2 days to the Christmas. And my coming to America was like Jonah's refusal of God, God's order to go to Nineveh. That was exactly what happened to me. I didn't want to go. When I got to America, it was a hell of war. I wanted to go back the next 2 days because I felt there are lots of things I have to accomplish in Nigeria. So it was a real tug of war when I got here. One thing led to the other, and it was, in fact, they were watching me as if they are watching something else. Because no movement for me, because I wanted to go by all means. When I glanced at the screen of CNN and all that, at that instance, the reason of my being in America was made known to me. That was the issue of Donald Trump and the election. They were all on top of him. Before that time, I have been following this event from Nigeria. On the eve of presidential election of America, on the eve of American presidential election, I phoned in on Radio Biafra. Some of you can still recall that tape. And the topical issue on that was the election in America. And I told them verbatim that there is nothing in this world that will make Hillary Clinton win that election. That was my words. That even if she wins that election, nothing in this world will make her come up as the president of America. That will never happen. If it happens, let them know that I'm not a prophet of God. What happened? The issue, Hillary Clinton won the popular vote, but did she rule? She didn't rule. Who is it? Trump became the president. It's on record. Now, when I came, there was a publication I did. As of that time, look at it. This is the publication. This was why they killed Asake. The Russian probe, you see, that was scuttled. This is the magazine that scuttled it. This magazine was how President Donald Trump came to know that the issue of Russia probe was a fraud. The moment I came to America, I came with some few copies, and before the swearing in, I was able to send across this magazine to Donald Trump at his Trump Towers Plaza. I sent it to the head of their Senate. What's his name? The leader of their Senate. I sent it to him. And I sent it, when I ran out of copies, I sent it to Nunes, David Nunes. That was what gravitated his incursion into probing that American something. And later, I will tell you the origin. I will tell you how one moment. I will tell you how the Russian mail was plotted. Now, what is the origin of the Russian? After all the things I wrote, look at the origin of even before Hillary Clinton wrote her book. This is the origin of how they framed that Russian probe. Anything I can give you, go to Hillary Bush's book. What happened? Page 64. Just go there. Let me just read just a small portion so that people can get the origin, how they cooked up this thing and weaponize it. Now I'm reading from paragraph 2 of Hillary Clinton's book. He said, I also wanted to build on the best part of my 2008 efforts, especially the fighting spirit of our campaign in Ohio and Pennsylvania, where I succeeded in forming a bond with working class voters who felt invisible in George W. Bush America. I had dedicated my victory in the Ohio primary to everyone who ever been counted out but refused to be knocked out, for everyone who has stumbled but stood right back up, and for everyone who worked hard and never give up. I wanted to bring that spirit to the 2016 campaign along with the best lessons of Obama's victory. We sought to set the right tune with my announcement video. It showed a series of Americans talking excitedly about new challenges they were taking on. Two brothers starting a small business, a mom getting her daughter ready for the first day of kindergarten, a college student applying for her first job, a couple getting married. Then I appeared briefly to say that I was running for president to help Americans get ahead and stay ahead, and that I was going to work hard to earn every vote. This campaign wasn't going to be about me and my ambition, it will be about you and yours. There were other lessons to put into action. In 2008, the Obama campaign had been way ahead of us in using advanced data analytics to model the electorate, target voters, and test messaging. It focused relentlessly on grassroots organizing and winning the delegates who would actually decide the nomination. It also built a no-drama campaign organization that largely avoided damaging infighting and leaks. John Podesta and I talked with President Obama and David Plouffe on how to construct a team that could replicate these successes. Plouffe was a big fan of Robert Moore, whom I ultimately chose as campaign manager. Robbie had impressed David by helping me win against the odds and against him in Nevada, Ohio, and Indiana in 2008. In all three states, he put together aggressive field programs and competed hard for every vote. Then he went on to manage my friend Terry McAlufre successfully long shot campaign for governor of Virginia. Robbie was on roll, young but like Plouffe, highly disciplined and level-headed.
All right, hello. I have to cut you out there because we are running. You are eating into time. You can just leave that. Cut the whole thing short so that we can move into the actual reason and how Obama and Clinton ordered the jihad. People are just eager to because we don't have any time. Just leave the whole story. Go straight to the point because people are already commenting.
This aspect was what they weaponized. They weaponized it, and that is the origin of the Russian deal. When they weaponized it, they gave it to the late senator. That is Senator McCain. It was Senator McCain that took this into Christopher, the British spy. The British spy, returned it as if he was the author of that thing. He returned it to James Comey. That was the origin of their probe. Now, to go back to what I told you, I wrote this thing, and let me just start from this book and just rush it, so just some pages, so that you see how the John Kerry speech was authored. This speech of John Kerry, he visited Sokoto State. He came to Sokoto State, and this speech he made that speech on Tuesday, the 23rd of August, 2016. That is the speech I will read to you. Let me just read some little aspect of it so that you can understand where this jihad was other. I'm doing.
No, I don't think we have that time. I don't think we really have that time right now. People want to know how these guys ordered the jihad. Just tell us who ordered it. You've told us who ordered it and how it is coming to Nigeria, how it has started in Nigeria, and how it's going to affect the Biafra people. Because some people believe that the jihad will not be effective in Biafran land.
Please understand.
We have less than 10 minutes. That is why we are rushing this.
Listen. Your question is exactly what I'm answering. I'm not reading anything I'm giving you now is direct. I'm explaining what happened to you. I cannot look at. I don't like reading things. Look at this magazine. I published it in 2000. Look at it. Jihad.
Go straight to
Just,
it. Go straight to the point. Let's go straight to the point. Let's go straight to the point. Let's forget about what is written.
I'm interpreting it. I'm going straight to the point.
Let us go straight to the point, please. Just concentrate on the message.
That is what I've just leave the introduction. I'm going straight to the point. Now, where do you look at what Islam looks like before Buhari came to power, and what Islam looks like immediately Buhari ascended to power. So now, going straight to what I said. It is. I'm answering it now. It is no longer news that the American Secretary of State John Kerry officially visited Nigeria on a 2-day working visit between August 23 to 24, 2016. According to a statement by the United States of America Department through its spokesperson John Kirby before the visit, the Secretary of State, I'm quoting him now what he said. The Secretary of State will travel to Sokoto and Abuja, Nigeria from the 23rd to the 24th of August. Here, he will meet with President Buhari to discuss counter-terrorism efforts, the Nigerian economy, the fight against corruption, and human rights issues. In Sokoto, the Secretary will deliver a speech on the importance of resilient communities and religious tolerance in countering violent extremism. That is the title. And while he's in Abuja, he will meet with a group of adolescent girls who are working to change community perceptions that devalue the role of girls. That devalue the role of girls in society. He will also have a chance to meet with northern governors and religious leaders. Through the official statement on the itinerary of the visiting American Secretary of State, he held his first meeting on arrival in Nigeria with the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Saad Abubakar, the supreme leader of the Fulani Caliphate and the spiritual leader of the Islamic sect. Afterwards, he had another meeting with Muslim religious leaders, private meetings with governors of some northern states, namely Aminu Waziri Tambuwari of Sokoto State, Abdul Fattah Ahmed, Kwara State, Kashim Shetima, Borno State, and Mohammed Abubakar of Bauchi State after meeting with the president. He had another meeting with the 19 governors of the north, out of which only 3 were Christians. He finally had a private meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari in Asorok Villa, where journalists were barred from monitoring proceedings of the meeting and did not bother to entertain questions on the actual motive of his visit, as journalists were confined to the room of the council chamber. Now, genocide rekindled, preparing the ground for jihad. The fact of a United States Secretary of State officially visiting a heterogeneous country like Nigeria and holding secret meetings exclusively with Islamic leaders in the north and the Muslim northern president of Nigeria in a country where Christians are insistently butchered like animals, mostly by extremist fanatical Muslim groups, is nothing short of an act of war, provocation, and genocide rekindled in Nigeria officially and internationally, and intentionally ignited by the United States government. This is exactly what Mr. John Kerry came to Nigeria to do and nothing more. All those bad of data visit and conversion with the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics base, and so on and so forth, and other long speeches and maneuvers were nothing but to cover his real motive to Nigeria, which is to deliver the coded speech on the importance of resident communities and religious tolerance and countering violent extremism. That was a call for jihad against the Christians of Nigeria, especially against the people of the old Eastern Nigeria. It is the same coded message as contained in the U.S. terror alert for Nigeria, written by the same people, operational direct orders to their various plundered hidden terrorists and assassins who had been informed earlier to look out for this speech to get their operational command, which was why it was given prominence in the itinerary of the U.S. Secretary of State in Nigeria. Now, background and foundation of the United States government under Barack Obama led before even John Kerry became U.S. Secretary of State to understand the purpose and intent of his visit. In May 2010, during the tenure of former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's administration, U.S. envoy Jacob Lee came to Nigeria on a comprehensive tour of northern Nigeria, where he met with various Muslim leaders in the north. Of course, like the visit of U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, he never met with any Christian organization throughout his visit then in Nigeria. He met with the then President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan and other senior members of the Nigerian Parliament. He was also in Kano State where he reviewed the U.S. Health and Food Security Program. Like in this John Kerry's visit to Sokoto State, although the announced topic for discussion in 2010 when U.S. envoy Jacob Lee came to northern Nigeria, we Apollo eradication measure, women health issues, HIV AIDS prevention and treatment program, and interfaith violence prevention. Like in the latest U.S. Secretary John Kerry's visit, finding then revealed that the actual intent for the visit was to build bridges of understanding between Obama's presidency and the Muslim communities all over the world, as Obama was reaching out to them all over the globe, ostensibly to use the religion and its people to pursue sinister objectives all over the world, as represented in the visions of members of the New World Order, led by Supreme.
Okay, enough. We have read enough. Now we are going to go to the reaction of the people there. I'll be reading it out to you. You'll be reacting to them straight on so that we will save time. Number one of them is excuse me. No. We don't have any time. Please stick to the program. Now, listen. Someone said here, he said he wants to hear the strategy to save our land. Tell us the strategy to save our land. Go straight to that point. I think people have gotten the fact that it's jihad upon us. Tell us the strategy to save our land. Go straight to that point so that we can take the other questions immediately. Please, let's take that one immediately.
Now I'll go straight there.
Please, don't just go straight. Listen, we have code on our program and we are working with time. Whenever we bring people on a live program, we make sure we satisfy our viewers' curiosity to the topic at hand. Now, you've mentioned about the jihad that is coming to Nigeria. You also mentioned that it's coming from America, from two past presidents of America, which you called President Obama and Clinton. Now we've known all that. How it happened, people are not much interested. We are interested in making sure we bring the exact thing that will affect our people positively when it has to do with this jihad. And somebody have asked this valid question. I'm not going to read out all the comments there, but I'm going to pick very valid points and bring it to you for you to expatiate on that. Now, this first person said, how are we going to save our land from this calamity called jihad? Please go straight to it. Thank you.
Please, listen to me. We are dealing with spiritual things. These are not ordinary things.
I'm sorry.
I will give you a formula. Let me tell you. I will give you a 7-day formula. Excuse me.
No.
At the end of this,
no. This is our program. You have to stick to it. Please. Tell us how are we going to save our land? We are not interested, my people here who are listening and following, I'm interested in making sure they are satisfied. They burn their data to get information, and that information is what I want them to get. Tell us, how are we going to save our land, Biafra land, from this jihad that is upon Nigeria? That is what we are interested in. Go on to that.
Let me tell you one thing. They are talking to tell you how you save their country.
Good.
If you don't know how listen, I'm coming. You are waiting at all this time. We would have arrived at somewhere. If you don't know how a disease is being spread, you cannot prevent it. If you don't know how a disease is spread, you cannot prevent it. If you don't understand why am I taking the risk to do what I'm doing? You think I'm crazy? I'm a journalist like you. If you want me to tell you how you get your land, how will you get your land when you don't know what is pursuing you? Look, let me tell you.
Excuse me. You seem not to get my point. You seem not, and we are taking much time. Once the time reaches, we cut the program. We are taking much time to dabble on things that do not matter. What I want you to tell us, we've had the summary of these whole things. Tell us, how are we going to save the Igbo land, the Biafran land in general, from this jihad? Simple.
Maybe this may be the last time I'll come to your program. It doesn't matter to me. I will tell you how you save your place, and I'll cut off from this program because I'm not benefiting anything from it. I can't give it. I want to tell you exactly how this thing was ordered, how people are being killed, but you don't bother. You want me to tell you? Last time, okay, let me tell you how you get your place. Let me tell you how you get.
You are not talking to me. You are talking to the viewers, and their reaction I'm bringing to you for you to react to it. Because there will be no communication if you are talking and the people are not following.
No, let me tell you. Excuse me. They will follow because I'm beginning. What you don't know about this program, there are infiltrators who will go to derail this program. There are infiltrators who we call to direct this program to do what they are doing, so that you waste your time, and at the end of the day, you say there's no time to cut off the program. I want to expose what, okay, look at what the people will do. If you want to get Biafra, look at what we will do.
I'm not talking
Forget
about I'm not talking about to get Biafra. We're talking about the jihad. How do we save Igbo land from the jihad? How do we save Igbo land from the jihad? It's a straightforward question.
Excuse me. Let me give you formula of how to save your Igbo land from the jihad. Give you the formula. Like the scripture I read to you, nobody will listen to it, and if you come upon them like a woman, you know, a woman that is on a childbirth, and they will not escape it. Now, if you want to get avoid the jihad, this is what you're going to do. Since you don't want me to tell you how this thing was enacted, now you are saying that this is an international plot. I want to show you the various stages of how this thing is plotted. You cannot escape it. It's a global issue. And I will tell you why that plot is here. Before the election, I told the airport, because they're a commercial franchise, I told them to adopt the wall of Jericho formula, a 7-day program to shut down this election in the whole of the Southeast. I even went to a lot of their members to tell them, do this and don't even call me. They refuse to do it. And now look at where they have planted every other person. On 29th of what, they want to swear him in. That is another legitimacy of 4 years. Will you survive the next 4 years? Now, this is what they are going to do. I will give you a radical formula that will bring the Biafra back to you. But you will regret that I did not give you this background, because you will not believe what I'm going to tell you. I've evaluated this thing. Go back, I will revise that 7 days program. I will revise that order of 7 days program. The same program IPOP rejected was what implemented in Sudan that they used and removed Bashir. That was the same thing. But they refused because they said, I must be a member of their nonsense IPOP. There is no God in heaven called Chukwu Okadiama. Chukwu Okadiama is the name of the devil. So what they will do, look at what they will do.
Excuse me.
Look at,
we take exception. Listen, before this program, we take exception in targeting any organization or individual. We are here to discuss issues, not any organization or individual. This platform is straight on, and we have our policy. Just go straight to the point. We are not interested in any organization you've been with or your interaction with them. We just want straightforward answers. We are not here to stimulate any confusion, or just go straight to the point. Answer.
Let me give you a 7 days program. We have to get there.
Good.
Because this program, I'm dedicating it even to all the whole Biafran that are slaughtered during that war. They are talking of shit at home or we are going to secure the bridgehead of Biafra before we attach it. Number one, what they will do. Number one, let them listen. Everybody listen. What we are going to do to avoid the jihad. Number one, the cardinal number one, not everywhere, both the people that are going to market, if you have their child in the school and withdraw it, because the jihad is already on. Avoid all gatherings. You see all this church, don't go to any church. Don't go to any church. If you go, you are going to die. The order for the jihad have already passed. Shut down, avoid all the whole crowded places. All this one they are telling you, Igbos in Lagos, come back. Do not come back. It is going to be mutual assured destruction. Anywhere you are, it's your burial ground, it's your battlefield and your burial ground. We live together and we are going to die together. Now the Igbos should go on the offensive because God has chosen them as the right chancellor to break up this Islamic force that want to override everywhere. And they will never escape it. Look at their condition in Lagos. The Yorubas are even more devilish than the Northerners. If they want to do this thing, this is what they will do. You see the governors. Even if any governor in Igbo land will escape, let them kill Dave Umahi. Let them never allow Dave Umahi to escape. I'm giving you formula that will save their life. If not, they are finished. Because these people have betrayed them and they continue to betray them because there is no reprisal. Kill him Finish his family.
No,
If he go and take
excuse me, we don't allow, excuse me, this is a platform where people are not allowed to say anything. We are here to discuss issues. Telling people, inciting people on this platform is totally not allowed. Else we cut it off. We have policy. We have policy on BVI Channel 1. We are not here to play on the gallery or be politically correct, but we are not here to incite anybody. We are here to inform people. So if there are information, deliver it. Please, no amount or any sign of incitation should be seen on this broadcast. We abhor it totally. And I think we've discussed this earlier before this program, and we don't need to be echoing it on a live program. Now, why I brought you on this platform, and for the benefit of my listeners and viewers all over the world, we are doing this program to benefit our people, to inform our people, to tell them what is at hand. And now, you talked about the jihad, which people, even the Senate, even the House of Reps, they are all crying and saying that they can no longer go to their village and sleep because bandits and whatever they call or baptize them, Fulani herdsmen or whatever they call them or baptize them, are killing people indiscriminately. And there is possibility that it is already, not possibility, it is already on our backyard. In Ebonyi State, in some part of the riverland areas in Biafra land or in Igbo land, I've witnessed killings and incursion through grazing bill and all that, and people are worried. And you came up to tell us that there is a jihad coming, and people want to get the direct message. If you're saying God asks you to do a particular thing, deliver the message, but not here to incite people. It is a clear program. I have even extended the time further to make sure you deliver the message, because we have long exceeded the time designated for this live program. So deliver the message on one, how do we get to save our land? You talked about prayer, the wall of Jericho formula, that we should go into fasting and prayer or anything that you're talking about as a spiritual exercise to curb this. Then if there is any other strategy to stop this jihad from coming to our land, because that is the interest of my viewers, who are predominantly the Biafran people. So go on, my brother, and give us this message.
I'm going not to tell you. I'm going not to tell you. You see, the people are sentimental about so many things. I'll give you I give you practical solutions to your problem. Whether you want to take it or not, that is your business. And then I always believe in saying the truth. In the long process, you will discover, somewhere along the line, somebody will discover that this man actually said the truth. When you go to the book of Revelation, it will tell you after Revelation 12, it will tell you there was war in heaven. War in heaven. Devil was cast out from heaven. And you go to the book, you go to Lord's Prayer, he said, let God's will happen on earth as it is in heaven. So when there is war in heaven, you think, then there was war in heaven, and he was cast out. Then it's you, eating you incrementally. If you don't push out the devil will exhaust you. Buhari have gone to release all the whole Boko Haram people. Use the money to pay them. He went and paid the headsmen to kill you. The Yorubas are collaborating with all of them. Let me read one document for you. Let me just read only one document for you. Only one document. I will not just only one document for you. So that you understand, and you will now understand why this thing is going on. When you don't want to take my solution, you leave it. Just only one document I want to give to you. Only one, not two.
The very document we are talking about is in public domain. You have made very important points right now, which I believe is very valid. And I want you to toe that line. Forget the document. It's a public domain. You can drop the link where people can access it. We don't have time. We're working with time. Go on.
Please, the document I want to read to you is very, very serious. It's very important to the survival of your people. I don't know what you want to get out of this program. Let me just read it. It's not a big document. Let me just read it. One small document for you, so that you understand what is happening. I cannot find it, but let me still go on to what I'm trying to tell you. So what I'm now trying to tell you, in the north, they have already gone to take house to house. They have gone to take addresses and identities of people living in the north. It was in a clear date. I think before the end of the program, I will see it and give it to you. Organized by the federal government. Now they have paid the Mietiala. All the whole Boko Haram people, they have released them and they put them to you, to slaughter you. They have already given the order for the jihad in collaboration with Western powers. And they are there like a tree, looking, no counterbalancing measure to checkmate this onslaught jihad. Now look at it. Buhari even went to, this is not even the document I'm looking for. But let me just tell you, look at this thing before. He went and paid he went and paid them 100 million. Look at 100 billion. Look at this report. Let me just one single report. It's a federal government delegation on Friday met with the national leaders of Mieti Alakato Breeders Association of Nigeria as part of efforts to curtail security challenges in the country. Abdulrahman Tambazu, the Minister of Interior, who led the delegation to Benin Kebbi, said it was part of regional action plan on security challenges. Can you imagine? Regional action plan on security challenges with a terrorist organization. Now look at it. Federal government was investment with 100 billion to stop kidnapping as delegates meet in Kebbi. We are paying them 100 billion, and the innocent people that don't have arms in the east, you are busy arresting them, saying they are parties. And there's non-terrorists. You are paying them. You gave them. Now, in a greater fashion, the federal government has thrown a huge carrot at the Mieti Alakato Breeders Association of Nigeria, MAGBAN, by offering it 100 billion over 2 years to stop kidnapping in the country, which means they are the ones kidnapping everybody. The federal government delegation was led by the Minister of Interior, Abdulrahman Dambazu, and met with MAGBAN leaders on Friday. It was a closed-door meeting which lasted for over 5 hours as monetary negotiation, according to sources, dragged on until 100 billion was accepted. MAGBAN has said it would take nothing less than 160 billion. This was the same Buhari who went and took 1 billion for fighting security. He has donated to sort of joint forces, and then crime is rising. You are paying these people, you are paying them how much? 100 billion to do what? Then look at the atrocities of Boko Haram in the north. Everywhere Boko Haram are here. Then if you are not a friend to Boko Haram, why do you send all your armaments and all your soldiers down to east? You are not prepared to go and secure your place in the north. Why are you prepared? Why did you leave Boko Haram? They are causing all the havoc in the north. You don't want to face them, but you carry everything and put in the east. Does that not tell you that they are that they are armies of the federal government? Does that not tell you something? Does that not tell you something? And we are here, we are just watching. Look at it. For our own people, they take them, parties, they arrest them, they are arresting our people, killing our people, doing everything. Open jihad is already on. You don't want to do anything one by one until the whole place is devastated. And why is this jihad going on? Let me tell you exactly why this jihad is going on. Let me tell you why it's going on. You know, there was something I told you. People don't understand why we are here. That's why I wanted to give you the background of this thing. But you don't want me to give you the necessary information at this background. Why is this going on? I told you about the lion. The lion and in our previous interview, the lion went over a hunting, along with the fox, the jackal and the wolf. They hunted at last. They surprised a stag and soon took his life. Then came the question how the spoil should be divided. Quarter meat is this part, rear the lion. So the other animals skinned it and cut it into 4 parts. Then the lion took his stand in front of the carcass and pronounced judgment. The first quarter is for me, in my capacity as king of the beast. The second is mine as arbiter. Another shall come to me for my part in the chase. And as for the fourth quarter, well, as for that, I should like to see which of you will dare to lay a paw upon it. Grumbled the first as he walked away with his tail between his legs. But he spoke in a low ground. Know what am I driving at? This jihad, I told you before, that they are using the conspiratorial gang of the Yorubas and the Hausas to eliminate the Biafrans. That after the Biafrans, these same forces will turn and eliminate the Yorubas. And after the Yorubas, they will still turn and eliminate the Hausas. The same Fulani. Fulanis are not the originators of this thing. Western powers are behind this particular thing. When they now have eliminated all these intellectual people of the black race, they will now eliminate the Fulani. Why? Let me give you, there are two reports I want to give you a background. And this thing you don't want me to read about Obama. The world will regret it today. I don't know about myself. I don't care about my life. The Bible have already told you that this man is kaka, which means I'm already a dead body. I don't care about myself. I work for heaven. The people doubted whether Jesus resurrected. If I die today, 3 days I will resurrect. So I have no fear. I'm boundless. So I speak whatever I speak, wherever I speak it, without minding anybody. The Pope told you that you don't challenge the Satan because he's more intelligent than I am more intelligent than Satan. I've overcame him by the power of Jesus. So that is not my issue. Now let me tell you the original why this jihad, why this thing is authored by the Western mission. If you look at it now, there is two opposing civilizations in this world. The white man civilization is already becoming a decadent civilization. We will never survive again. The white race is finished as a race. Even in population, go and check them. They are diminishing every day. Climate change is coming. It's real. Let me tell you. Let me just read two reports so that you will understand why they ordered this thing. Let me just read two reports for you. Let me read. Yes, let me read two reports. I don't know why you don't allocate time to all these things when important international programs are coming up. I don't know why. You know, look at. Let me just read this CNN report for you. It says Greenland is falling apart. The Atlantic Science of April 23, 2018. Let me just finish that report and close to me if you want to close. Then I give you the remaining formula of what they will adopt to do. It says since 1972, the giant island ice sheets have lost 11 quadrillion tons of water. I will not finish this report. I'll cut it short because you don't have time. The Greenland ice sheet is the world's second largest reservoir of fresh water sitting on the world's largest island. It is almost mind-boggling huge. In fact, the Greenland is falling apart. What is it? The ice age is coming. In the next 70, 80, or 100 years, you will see the ice age, and Europe will not, the whole of America, the whole Western world will not survive it. The only people that will survive it are those in the equator, that is Africa. That is why they want to eliminate, they want Africa. That is why they encourage you to be coming here. As you are coming here, they are gradually taking over your place. They are gradually taking over your place. They are gradually taking over your place. By the time the ice age will come, Europe has become Africa, and Africa will become Europe. Then all of you are already gone. That is one basic secret I'm revealing to you today. So now, for you to counter this jihad, let the Igbos go on the offensive. You see all the whole government federal property, both in Abuja and Lagos, all of them. Start it. Number one thing you will do, give Buhari 3 days, a bit back. 3 days to retire all his service chiefs from A to Z. From A to Z. Let nobody go to anywhere. 3 days, retire all your service chiefs and distribute those seats. Buhari is a lawless animal. Nobody will swear him in. They kidnap the Chibos girls. I'm not entering into that. Then let these our people show these Dangote trailers that go to petrochemical industries in Port Harcourt, corn oil and all that, all those tankers. Let them burn all the whole tankers. Let them burn them.
All right.
And immediately start in the Igbo land. Let them kill the Yoruba. Let them kill the Hausa. Let them kill them anywhere they see them. Let the Nigerian army start to fire their counterparts in the north.
Thank you very much.
If you don't, all you have, even those in London, fight the British people. Fight them in London. Kill them because they are the people that author this particular.
I think we just have to end that there. And I appreciate those of you who have been watching this program. This is BVI Channel 1. And we are going to cut it off on this point because the time is far spent. And not just that, but there are issues that I would like to actually touch upon. Yes, there are very important issues that he mentioned on this program, which I always say that on this platform, whatever the opinion of whomever we brought on this platform is strictly their own opinion and not the opinion of this platform, BVI Channel 1. Our own responsibility is to give a platform. And we have our own policy, and we will not allow our policy to be trampled upon or be violated. Now, talking about the issue of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, he punched on that, and I don't agree with him at all on that, because I believe that Chukwu Okike Abiyama simply means God of creation, God of Abraham, the creator. That is what Chukwu Okike Abiyama means. And so many of you who are using that may not even understand what that means. And some people say it is a deity, like the guest mentioned. No, Chukwu Okike Abiyama is the way our forefathers, our ancestors, commune with their God. Chukwu Okike, God the creator. And God is the creator of heaven and earth. Chukwu Okike Abiyama, meaning that our people are descendants, direct descendants of Abraham. You know that of Jacob and the children of Jacob, which Eri is part of the children of Jacob, and Eri, the father of Gad, Gad, the father or forefather of the Igbo race, the Hebrews, and the rest of them. So all that our forefathers understood their historical link with Abraham, and that is why whenever they want to call, they say Chukwu Abiyama, Chukwu Abraham. It is etymological, what they call etymological, or what they call generic words. You know, sometimes as word progress from ages, it changes with time. Even in the Arab world, they call Moses Musa. Likewise here, our people call Abraham Abiyama. So God, the creator, is the God of Abraham. And that is why our ancestors call him Chukwu Abiyama. And you can call him Chukwu Okike, or Chukwu Abiyama, or Chukwu Okike Abiyama, however you want to use it. So that is to point to some of the lines he mentioned. And our agitation and aspiration is not strictly on violence. We are pursuing our right as a people to survive as a nation. And we have been advocating this through the due process of law without promoting violence or killing. And that is why we said on this platform, we don't promote any form of incitement. And that is why we have to cut off our guest. Yes, to save the policy of this platform. So, and whatever strategy that is meant to achieve our collective aspiration, is not everything you come on the social media or on the media like this and start voicing out anyhow. Our people are not known for that. You don't need to talk too much in order to express yourself. So it is just like an advice to other activists that are watching, other pro-Biafra leaders that are watching. It's not everything you lay bare on the media, talking church. No. On this platform, we are serene. We make sure we don't, cross the red line. Let me use that word. It is wisdom and not cowardness. So I admonish you, our listeners and followers, to always apply caution in your dealings and also in your agitation for self-determination. Nobody can stop that. Yes, and this May is a very wonderful year, which Ndibo, Biafrans in general, not only Ndibo, but Biafrans in general will be having 30th May as a Remembrance Day. And Alibo Development Foundation is planning a very big, wonderful program. The program for the Remembrance Day of Igbo people and Biafrans in general, which will be happening as we are going to be bringing you the program information subsequently before the date. So, and on Friday, we'll be having the president of Alibo Development Foundation, ADF, the person of Professor Ozone Mawala, gracing this live program to address important issues that affects Ndibo and Biafrans in general. Thank you for watching. Keep subscribing. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please